All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's a quick version of how you add tolerances in Inventor, in the part view, as well as in the drawing view. The most common place to add your tolerances is here in the drawing. And the way you would do that is you would just start out by dimensioning it just like you would any other part. So here I'm going to go ahead and set that dimension right there. And I'm going to set this dimension right here. So that's supposed to be my pin, and this is supposed to be my hole. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click this dimension, and I'm going to go ahead and tell it in the precision and tolerance tab that I want a symmetric or I want a linear. I'm just going to go ahead and do a limit on this and say my upper limit is going to be, let's see, since that's my pin, I want it to be 20, and my lower limit is going to be 19.95. Boom, there we go. So that gave me limits. Here, I'm going to go ahead and just say that this is going to be a symmetric one, or better yet, let's just go ahead and do a deviation. My upper limit can deviate none, but my lower limit can deviate, let's just say 0.1. Okay, and now it stacks that on top of there. Then I'm going to go ahead and do this side, and I'm just going to do a symmetric. So let's just say it can vary by 0.1. Click OK, and now you see it stacked there. So that's in the drawing view. Now, if you do this in the part view, what you want to do is you have to then go into your features and edit that. So I'm going to right click on this extrusion that is where I pulled the square up like that. And I'm going to say edit feature. And I'm going to click on that arrow. And now I'm going to select tolerance from the menu. And here I'm just going to go ahead and set a symmetric tolerance of 0.2 millimeters. Okay. Now I'm going to click OK. And what you might see, where did it go? Maybe it's not going to show up there. I'm going to go ahead and show you here. I'm going to go ahead and edit the sketch that the original extrusion was from. I'm going to double click that, and I'm going to click that, the arrow again, click tolerance again. And again, I'm just going to do a symmetric or bilateral tolerance again. Click OK. Let's see here. So click OK and click the green check mark, and now you can see that the tolerance is displayed by it. So I'm going to repeat the process on the other side. So that way I can go ahead and just have both sides toleranced. Okay, now I'm going to click Finish Sketch. And now it's very important. You see how it's showing up here? I'm going to go ahead and save my work. Okay, and so now what's going to happen is that this block and pin that's here, I'm going to go ahead and click this Retrieve Model Annotations here. The first thing it's going to ask is what view do you want to retrieve those from? I want them in this view. Okay, and you see how it popped up with my annotations and whatnot here? I'm going to go ahead and click Apply. And now I'm going to click Cancel to shut it down. Now I can grab my dimensions and drag them off of the thing and place them where I want them to be. And the tolerances that I set up in the part view will actually display in the drawing view. However, just look at this. You see how it's plus 0.2 and here's plus 0.1? That's because I set it to be 0.1 in this, but I set it to be 0.2 here. You can do that, although it's not a good idea to give different tolerances to the same part. Also, you see my precision here, how I'm going to the tenths, hundredths, thousandths place. There's 3 versus 2. That's because in the part view, I had more precision than here in the drawing view. So make sure you save your work and make sure it's all in that project folder. Take care.